Time for some history, Doug.
We got another tasty little sequel episode this week.
Yeah, boy. Is that back-to-back sequels? What's that? Yeah, boy.
It is back-to-back sequels. It's sequel season, bruv.
Sequel season, son.
You know what I mean? We're coming out here like with Empire Strikes Back, Two Towers. We're coming out here with all of them, bruv.
House Party 2.
So, I mean, this is sort of a sequel. But it's actually, I guess it would be like, there's that Robert the Bruce movie that's meant to be like a sequel to Braveheart. I think that's what this would be. Because this is a sequel to when we did the Harold Hardrada episode a couple of episodes ago.
So, yeah, same time period, different Harold.
Yeah, different Harold. Same battle, same like war.
Yeah.
Same little beef going on in the
like
world.
A skirmish for England.
Yeah, a real
Everyone's
fucking...
like, dun dun dun, no one's on the throne. Like fucking six-string samurai.
It's like, it's the scene in Good, Bad, the Ugly, isn't it?
Yeah,
them
it's
all
a big
staring
old
at each other.
Mexican standoff.
Proper Mexican standoff for England. Represent. So we're doing today, the date in history we're looking at is actually yesterday, because this is coming out late, only a day late. Yeah, we're recording it on the Sunday, but this event happened on the 14th of October, which, like I said, was yesterday.
Yep.
In 1066. And everyone knows what the fuck happened in 1066.
Yeah, boy.
It's
one of the greatest phone numbers ever got invented.
0800.
It started
00.
selling chariot insurance.
Was it? It was insurance, wasn't it?
Yeah.
1066. I guess that's how everyone thinks that we just learn it and remember it from school because of.
Do you remember in Band of Brothers
that.
when the soldiers meet each other in the dark and don't know who's who? They're like, thunder, flash. And
Yeah.
So identifying this is how we're going to do it in the future, everyone that's on our team.
Definitely.
When it all breaks out, goes to shit, we'll be like, 0800 00 1066. Yeah, they're friendly, let's go.
Be an easy code to break, though, for anyone non-English. They'd be like, what's the most important year in English history? 1066. They won't have the tune, though, would they?
Yeah,
if you just hear 1066,
it's all about the radio
you'll be like, nah, he's not a boy.
You have to be old enough for the radio as well.
Yeah, it's true. We just start sending clips of it. We should start clipping any audio clips we do.
Yeah.
Just start clipping in the 1066.
Yeah.
Subliminally.
Yeah, true. As if we're like censoring it, but with this the one with rhythm.
Yeah.
The melody, sorry.
It's not a bad idea. So yeah, talking about the Battle of Hastings talking about, bro.
Yep.
14th of October, though. We've got some funky birthdays for this one.
Yeah, actually.
There's
Who is
some
it?
good ones.
Usher.
Usher's birthday. That's the funkiest you can get, bruv.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's, you know what I mean? No one's
dancing in the rain.
Isn't it?
Levels of, like, actually literally dancing in the rain.
Like, that
Every
motherfucker
video.
danced as well as Michael Jackson. Probably one of the last geezers out here doing that.
Yeah, possibly.
Like, and I always pick up Bruno Mars because I just think he's a cool fella. I think he's a good pop artist for nowadays. He ain't dancing. Usher's dancing.
Yeah, true. He's the last one that was like a double act.
You know what I mean?
It's like Usher can dance and sing.
Yeah. I ain't seen one of them in a while.
Yeah, everyone's too cool for dancing now.
Nobody wants to pop and lock.
Lame, innit?
Yeah, bruv.
No one's going to do a knee spin in a puddle.
Nah, none.
Just
no
to
more.
see the waves.
Who else we got?
James Floyd? No, George Floyd?
George Floyd? No way.
Anyway, Eisenhower?
Quick move on. Eisenhower? Yeah, that's pretty good. He did some good shit for the old Yanks, didn't they?
Yeah.
And some awful shit.
They named some cool shit after him as well, I think.
He did
some coins.
He also did some awful shit. Wasn't he involved in the CIA and...
Yeah, it might have been the ones... I can't remember now.
Is
he the one straight after Kennedy?
I'm not sure. Oh, man, I swear this dude did some fucked up shit back in the day. Ain't worth Googling. But I'm talking like he was in some... He's definitely deep state, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, they're all deep state.
Wow, well, the Kennedys, though.
You got to think how deep the state goes.
Ooh.
Some of them are shallow state.
No, I'm pretty sure he was in with the alphabet people. Like the CIAs and the F... No,
really?
not them alphabet people.
Oh, yeah, there's a picture of him in tights.
Actually, there is one who they've got, like, shit on like that, and it might even be Eisenhower. I think it is, you know.
I think there's 2 Eisenhowers. Let's check.
No, I'll keep some airtime going while we Google that. But
are you Googling it or am I Googling it?
Well, you can Google it as well. But like,
I'm just going to check who Eisenhower was. Yeah. So I think he's after Kennedy.
Okay.
Dwight Eisenhower.
Yeah, that's the one. It's his birthday today.
He's got a creepy smile.
He has got a creepy smile. He's a dodgy looking fella. But I'm pretty sure, right, there is a conspiracy that the FBI had shit on him and he's in like pantyhose and shit. I'm pretty damn sure, bruv. I'm pretty damn sure.
I know there's a rumour about that, one of the presidents.
Yeah.
Is it the one in the wheelchair?
That's the World War II, Chavy.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. We are coming off as awful historians today, bruv.
It's American history though, isn't it? It's like a flash in the pan.
It is, compared to everything else in the rest of the world.
10 years tops.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
10 good ones.
I'm also pretty sure when I said alphabet people, I mean like the letters organisations. He's somehow involved with that CIAs and the FBI's. There's some shit about him with aliens. Oh shit! His great granddaughter alleges that the general that the aliens have made treaties with the US government. That's a wild one. But I can't find anything about him. If anyone's got some nice Eisenhower conspiracies, they should definitely send them in to us. You got anything noteworthy? You look like you're ready to pop with something. No?
I was just trying to find one.
Yeah.
No, there's no. He's a good age.
Yeah.
Like mid-50s.
I think he
sort of presidency.
Then he's doing all the fucked up shit.
Yeah.
That's like, he's getting all the acid trials ready.
But he also did racial integration in the armed forces.
Oh, good on him. That's good on him.
The New Deal or whatever they called it.
Yeah. All right, so maybe he was all right. Who knows? Who else's birthday we got then? Instead of sitting there trying to Google Eisenhower's
this isn't even the year we're talking about or the date.
No, not at all.
It's not Eisenhower. Known for 20 minutes later, George Floyd. No, whoops. James II.
Oh, James II?
Yeah, last Catholic king of England, Wales and Scotland.
Nice.
After Charles II, after all that.
Yeah, so after like the Civil War and shit. Nice. Did he do anything though, bruv?
I think he was known for like a backward windmill, one-handed sort of breakdance.
Fuck.
That's his move.
He was on the Usher levels. Maybe you got to be born on that day.
That's it. It's a good day for dancers.
So Eisenhower can break down as well.
Ferdinand VII, another man that was known for dancing.
Yeah.
Downstairs for dancing.
I don't think he was known for dancing, because isn't he the chavvy who lost all of the Spanish colonies in South America?
Dancing. He learned the rumba, but at what cost?
Who else we got?
Cliff Richard.
Oh,
he
fucking
sort of did a bit of clicking. He swung his arms a bit.
He did, clicking his fingers, swinging his arms. Oh, he hasn't been caught for shit yet. Didn't they catch his computer with shit?
Yeah, and it's my gardener's computer.
Yeah, that's it. I let the gardener use the desktop.
Another freak, Ralph Lauren.
Oh, yeah?
Ralph Lauren was boring before I wore him.
Is he the dude with the little ponies on the shirt?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he plays polo. But he makes clothes for it.
Okay. I mean, that's a good market to get into.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's a pretty smart market if you want to make some quick cash. Not quick cash, but some...
People are jealous of those polo clothes, and then they're like, I'm going to pretend to play polo.
Put a little horsey on my shirt,
Loads of people do it now. Remember US Polo had nothing to do with Ralph Lauren.
No.
It was a different guy on a horse, and everyone could spot it. Like, hey.
Oh shit! I think I do remember that.
That's the market one.
Yeah, that is the
You're on the US Polo levels.
It was like a giant horse, bruv. Absolutely massive. So let's talk about the Battle of Hastings, bruv. 1066.
Yeah,
14th of
our
October.
last episode. Well, not our last episode, but the one this is the sequel to.
Yeah.
Left us at the Battle of Stamford Bridge, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. We were talking about Harold Hardrada, how much of a bad man he was.
This is where England's at.
So England at the moment is fucked, bruv. There's nothing going on. It's completely fucked, right? It is the power struggle for the throne of England, this whole story, right? And it's, like we said earlier, it's a three-way scene. It's so epic, no porn company has ever made anything as memorable or as important as that. The problem is it is three dudes, so I'm probably not going to watch it. And they're all beefing for the English throne, which is probably a bad use of term when I made that reference as well. But January 5th, right, So going back, this is a little bit of a prelude to what happened in in our last episode. January 5th, 1066. After ruling England for 24 years, Edward the Confessor dies.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing.
That's like the main spark, isn't it?
Yeah.
So everyone thinks they got a chance.
Yeah, that's it. And everyone's claiming they got a claim. What was Harold Hardrada's claim? Wasn't it like he took the throne? So he paid to be half king of Norway with some chavvy.
Mm.
That chavvy claims that Edward the Confessor said that he can be king, that he's his heir. And after buying the nation off the chavvy, or half the nation, the guy who got promised mysteriously dies.
Yeah.
Harold Hardrada gets the whole empire, or whole kingdom of Norway, and is like, well, what was his is now mine, so that throne of England's mine, bruv.
Yeah, nice.
So he's got that claim. There's a bunch of other people with claims, right? Because Edward's death will start like this whole power struggle for the throne. In Normandy, in France, you got Duke William, and he's making plans to become king, bruv. There's like an existing relationship between the four royal families of Normandy and England at the time. Even like a family relationship. They're pretty much cousins, but it's in like one of those weird ways where it's someone's uncle's grandfather's.
Yeah.
They class it as cousins, right? And through this, William claims that Edward the Confessor actually promised William the throne at some point in the 1050s.
Okay.
This is in
I remember that.
Yeah, this is in the Bayeux Tapestry, I think.
Mm.
I think this is mentioned. But if not that, something else is definitely mentioned in a sec. Because that's another cool thing about the Battle of Hastings 1066. We got one of the
There's
most...
a comic of it.
Yeah, we got one of the best fucking primary sources piece of history, and it's a comic book, bruv.
Imagine how fast they was stitching, man.
Oh, man. That would have been fucking wild. Get that guy. Yeah, fuck. There's some old ladies trying to recreate it nowadays. You know,
What, the speed?
No, not the speed. They ain't doing that. They'd need old ladies on speed for that, bro. But like, there's an old retirement home, and I think they've got this project where all the old dears sit down and stitch the Bayeux Tapestry.
Sick. Just replicas.
Yeah, of like old knitted blanket type stuff. But could you imagine some of the like what's the when old people lose their memory? I'm doing it now. I've got it right now. Dementia, right? Imagine some of the dementia Bayeux Tapestry going on, bro.
That's where the monk snails come from.
Yeah,
the weird like calligraphy with snails in it.
Yeah. Fuck. Oh man, tapestries are really from the future, and they're just made by retired old ladies.
Yeah.
With the dementia.
That's it.
Shit.
Or if you buy them on like Wish and that.
Yeah.
Made by like modern day Chinese children.
Yeah.
Twice as quick.
And the snails have got a message in them.
Yeah. The snails are all saying help.
So yeah, the problem with all this is that by the time apparently there's another geezer who's claiming that the throne is his. This other geezer is Harold Godwinson. He's the son of Al Godwinson of Wessex, who was reportedly given stewardship or control over the throne of England by Edward near the time of Edward's death. So William Godwinson is like one of the most powerful geezers in England, bar the king at the moment.
He's like, what's it? Boromir's dad.
Boromir's dad. Yeah. He's like the steward of Gondor.
Yeah, steward.
He doesn't eat his tomatoes as much of a rancid cunt. Do you know about the old theory of the lead plates and the tomatoes?
No.
So in it, they quite distinctly show in the movie his plate and his chalice and things like that. They and they looked like lead. And they said that one of the things that cures like the lead poisoning and it like brings it on is mixing it with the acidity of tomatoes.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're just gesturing it like he's got lead dementia.
Yeah.
Oh fucking hell.
Yeah, I can't remember where I read that theory, and I was like, yeah, it makes sense.
That's bang on.
And if it's not true, fuck it, it is now.
It is now, yeah.
That's it, man. But so, yeah, his daddy's the steward of Gondor, or steward of England, pretty much. And his daddy passes, Henry gets the big job. He's got a slew of brothers. He's got a bunch of brothers. Nice. We're going to talk about one of them in a bit.
Faramir.
Yeah, he's got a few Faramirs, he's got a few Boromirs, he's got a bunch of them.
Nice.
Whole fucking gaggle of the boys. And when Edward the Confessor dies, Henry Godwinson, the main brother in charge, he's not the oldest. I think he's like the third or something like that. Probably less. And getting cozy in here. So he's doing all right. And what happens is he thinks that he wholeheartedly deserves the kingdom, bro.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. There also is another claim from William. And this is 100% in the Bow Tapestry. William claims that Harold had actually sworn an oath of fealty to William's when he had been made a hostage in France. So at one point, like, Henry was in France, got locked up.
He gave it all away because he didn't have fucking cigarettes or something.
Yeah, exactly. And he didn't even have the title then.
Signed it all over for a can of Coke and a burger, bro.
Just so someone will cook him a pot noodle, bro.
Yeah. Signed it all over for like 3 packs of ramen noodle and a tuna.
Just as someone will make him one of them prison grilled cheese, the toasties on the fucking metal steps, bro. It was stone steps, so it wouldn't have even been that good, bro. That would have been heated for a while. But yeah, so he gave it up apparently to William. So William claims, and put in the tapestry. So that's a pretty bold claim. You're putting it in your comic book.
True. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're
letting
weaving.
everyone see it.
Yeah.
Don't even have to be able to read to see that shit.
No, you can picture it, bro. You're looking at it. So in William's mind, all of these things together may actually, give him a fairly good claim to the throne of England. Really.
Yeah.
It kind of is. But for some reason, in my heart, I back Godwinson.
Yeah, because he's like the more English chavvy, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's not even really English at that point. He's like Saxon. England had been being raped by the fucking Vikings for centuries before that. We had recently, not too long before this, we had a Danish king with Canute. Arthur Canute is his name. So I wondered, is that Arthur? Is that the mythical Arthur?
Ooh.
I'm assuming he would have been a hard chavvy.
Yeah, because
his name was an anagram.
Arthur was about like First Crusade days, Second Crusade eras.
Oh, is that what? I always thought it was like death.
That's what the film's about, isn't it?
That what the Clive Owen one?
Yeah.
It's like Death of the Roman Empire because they're all hanging out.
That's
in
even further back.
Yeah, a bit further back, and I think that's when he's mythically meant to be about, in that grey period.
Yeah.
Before the Viking invasion.
Phantom
and the fall of Rome
theory sort of territory.
Yeah, that's it. Keira Knightley as a Celt type time.
Nice. like fucking crazy weapons. Princess Xena shit.
Yeah, that's Xena.
Yeah, Conan's about
rocking about in England. They're all rocking about. That 90s Hercules, he's about with the yellow flannel shirt. He's knocking about, bruv. Not in this, though. So in this, Williams... Here's the thing about Henry Godwinson. As much like I say, for some reason you back him a bit, or I end up to anyway, he is a cheeky cunt, bruv. So if you remember, I said 5th of January is when Eddie Confessor dies. Yeah. On the 6th of January, 1066, Harold Godwinson is crowned King of England in a coronation.
He's already... How'd he line that up?
He'd done it
He's
the
the
next
greatest
day.
events manager of all time.
Bruv, next day he was crowned.
Pretty sweet deal.
Pretty good, isn't it? In the months following Harold's coronation, events start to spiral quite rapidly off course, bruv. We already know that in Normandy, William is intending to pursue his claims to the throne, and he begins to construct his fleet and gather his invasion. So he's getting ready. He's pissed.
It's like season 2 Vikings, isn't it?
I ain't seen season 2.
Oh.
Actually, no, yeah, I have. They eventually
That's when they go like they start going around the horn, isn't it? And matey turns French.
Oh yeah, that's when that's actually the creation of the Norman Kingdom.
Yeah.
So both William and Edward the Confessor, William the Conqueror and Edward the Confessor, they are actually both related to Rollo.
Oh, cool. Yeah, sick.
Yeah,
William the Conqueror it's much earlier than we're actually talking about.
Yeah,
but it's that sort of it's still that territory.
Oh yeah, totally.
So,
I mean the Normans are just Vikings, but French Vikings who settled and stayed there.
Loser Vikings.
Smelly garlic Vikings, bro. And so he's getting his fleet ready. He begins to construct his fleet and gather his invasion. Harold Godwinson knows about this, and he has encamped his army all in southern England.
Wintering,
bruv. They are Saxon Vikings pretty much. So they are just wintering. And they're waiting for William, bruv. But if you sort of look further north and you think about the chavvy we spoke about earlier, who this is a sequel to, this episode.
Hardest of Rada,
which Hard Ruler. His real name was Harold Sigurdsson. But
yeah, he is Viking fuck.
Viking as fuck,
Vikings, dog.
and he had a big old blonde moustache and a big old blonde beard and shit.
I remember you saying.
He was like 7'5". He's shit lightning, all of that, bruv. He like William isn't the only one seeking the claim. We know Hardrada's trying to knock about. Harold Hardrada, he intends to assert the right. So just as William is constructing his own fleet, Harold is doing the same, and he's actually assisted by someone we didn't mention in the last episode, which is kind of a big deal. When we spoke about, and this is why I'm going over it a bit again, because when we spoke about Harold Hardrada and the Battle of Stamford Bridge, Ross mentioned it to us afterwards. He's like, oh, did we talk about this? And I was like, you know what, bruv? I don't think we did. Hardrada had made an alliance with one of Harold Godwinson's brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bruv.
I remember you saying, actually.
Yeah. So what had happened was, before Harold became king, Edward had actually banished this geezer out of England. His name was Tostig, and Harold Godwinson supported the exiling of him. So when then Harold came back, Tostig was like, fuck you, brother Harold.
Oh, shit.
Started turning up in England, fucking around a bit, then fled north and started making a deal with old Hardrada.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, bruv. So, like, that's fucked up for Harold Godwinson to be in that situation.
He's backed. And Hardrada's son has got Norway
unified
at this point, isn't it?
I think by this point Norway
so
was
pretty well
unified.
backed.
Yeah. Well, Magnus wasn't his son. I think Magnus was the dude who he took the fucking crown from, the half and half geezer.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it is. And Magnus unified Norway, and then fucking Hardrada turned up and was like, we give you half my stash for half your country.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, well, maybe it was, I'm pretty sure it is Magnus. So, this Tostig fella, this is Harold Godwinson's brother, who's made a deal with Hardrada. He's a bit of a cunt. September 1066, Harold Godwinson and his army are sitting in the south, and in late September, Harold Sigurdsson and Tostig invasion force lands in Yorkshire. We spoke about this on the Hardrada episode. They actually didn't wear their chainmail off the boats because they thought the English were just a bunch of pussies. And it was hot as shit, so they were just like, whatever. They head towards York, which is a big city at that time. It was like a big Viking city. On 20th September, a few miles outside of the city, that's where we have the Battle of Stamford Bridge.
Okay, yeah.
And the thing is, with the Battle of Stamford Bridge, Harold Godwinson had been waiting so long in the south for William that during that time he had to actually disband his army.
Oh, okay.
Because he couldn't afford them and he had to keep the morale up. So he fucked all the boys home, was like, go on home. And then heard news about fucking Hardrada and Tostig. He had to call them straight back.
No mobiles, nothing. He's trying to blow a horn, everyone pretending they can't hear it. Like, no, he said go home.
Especially if you know he's calling you to march from like the south to York, bruv.
Yeah.
You'd be like, fuck off, geezer. Mum's cooking a pie at home. I'm off, bruv.
Yeah.
So Harold gets the army back together. They march on up there, and they have it out at the Battle of Stamford Bridge. The actual battle happens on the 25th of September. The 20th is where he hears word.
Yeah.
So it takes him 5 days to get the boys together and march to York from London. That's pretty quick if you ask me.
Yeah,
bro.
he was a fast marcher. We said stuff about that.
Yeah.
He was known for fucking Goggins.
That's it.
Just get the boats, get the logs and get going.
Just get carrying, lads. We couldn't figure out.
Hard.
We didn't find out.
Stay
the
hard,
dates.
rider, bro.
No, it wasn't. It was Godwinson who did the big march.
Oh.
It was Godwinson who did the big march. We couldn't figure out how long it took them, but 5 days. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
From London to York in 5 days with a whole army.
That's like 9 hours a day walking.
Yeah. And getting all the boys together. So you probably did more than 9 hours because you had to get to the meet up.
Zigzag.
Yeah.
To all the towns. Have you seen Harry? No, not Harry. Harry.
Yeah.
You know Harry, son of Harry.
Yeah. Oh, Godwinson. All the boys, they marched up that way about half hour. So now you've got to jog to keep up with the boys. Now you met the boys and they've like, we've only just started our hour of... Our marching only started an hour ago, bruv. You've been marching for 4 hours just to catch up with the cunts. You know what I'm saying?
So like combined hours.
Yeah.
That's like 3 man days.
Yeah, bruv. These geezers, they could walk. So the Battle of Stamford Bridge is a decisive victory for Harold. Apart from the Berserker, he's did some pretty dope shit, if you remember him. We won't talk about him too much. That's the Hardrada episode.
But another weird tangent I just went off on my head.
Go on.
Imagine that's like, other than a big river or like it being really windy,
Yeah.
that would be like one of the top loudest things, an army marching.
Oh, yeah, bro.
So if you heard like, you'd be like, oh fuck, I'm late for work. You start putting your armour on, get out of the barn, go down and just start like join back onto this river of soldiers that are going to meet up at camp.
How loud would that have been? Because if you think about the modern world and that, like cars constantly driving around and shit.
Like they'd have no sound, they'd have no interference.
Yeah. How far and off you could hear an army march.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. I wonder what that is.
That would be cool. I bet it's a factor.
How could you experiment that? You need a barren bit of land, wouldn't you?
Yeah. God, loads of dudes.
Loads of dudes.
But also, like, the way that you'd march.
Yeah.
You wouldn't take them at the top of the hill.
Yeah.
You'd take them like in the valleys and that as well. So there'd be like bass.
Oh, the bass and the echo. Yeah.
You want to be near water.
Fuck about,
so it'd sound like the river was overflowing or something.
Yeah, because they did do that shit. They did like travel along waters because it was louder, and that makes it even more amazing when we think back to the Carthage episode we did, bruv.
Yeah, that elephant.
And they were hiding in the bushes that time.
Yeah. All those dudes. It was like, I swear there was a new river coming down this valley, and everyone's like, trying not to giggle.
Like, I breathe loud as it is sometimes, bruv. People probably heard it on the podcast.
Imagine wearing full armour.
Right? And all of the boys are breathing heavy.
Keeping your elephant quiet. Like, you got in half a headlock by the trunk. Like, shut the fuck up. No.
Shuffling at peanuts. Like, shut the fuck up, bruv. So yeah, back to old Harold Godwinson, England and all that. So he's just smashed Harold Hardrada at the Battle of Stamford Bridge. Harold Hardrada dies. Tostig dies. He fucking gets the big revenge. He's happy. Pretty solid for old Henry Godwinson. It's also considered the end of the Viking Age, bruv.
Yeah, they're all extincted.
Yeah. Old Hardrada was the last one, the last Viking, bruv.
True.
That should be the Tom Cruise movie. As much as I love The Last Samurai.
That would be a cool one as well, Last Viking.
Yeah, I don't think Tom Cruise...
Make it a Japanese guy.
Perfect, that's what we need to do. Exactly that. September 27th, Duke William, so William the Conqueror back in Normandy, his army land at the undefended Pevensey Bay. So 2 days after the Battle of Stamford Bridge, William the Conqueror's like, set sail now, bruv. He didn't know about it. He had actually planned to come earlier, but they'd been like, you know how shitty the channel gets sometimes. Even though it's a stretch of land you swear you could piss across. Yeah. It gets choppy, bruv.
It is choppy, bruv. We've got our own little fucking like Japanese vibe going on.
What with the waves?
Yeah.
Like the tsunami and shit that Japan have got. We've got the channel being a bit choppy, boy.
Yeah. That's it. Like how what they call it? The kamikaze.
Yeah.
Divine wind.
Yeah.
We got a choppy wind. We got a choppy channel, bruv.
We got the choppy channel, bruv. You can't get across the choppy channel.
Don't chop one channel with me, mate.
Germans couldn't even get across the choppy channel.
Yeah.
In 21st century technology.
Choppy channel makes your U-boat do U-turns, cuz.
And that was the problem with William the Conqueror. He wanted to come early, but he got fucked by the choppy channel, bruv.
You got to wait for the fucking ferry, bruv.
Yeah. P&O weren't running back then, bruv. You know what I mean?
You need a bit of underground tunnel to get across a choppy channel.
That is going to be the downfall of us, bruv. We tried fighting against our own hero, the choppy channel, and we built the Eurostar, bruv.
That's how we're going to catch the zombie virus.
Yeah, that's it. That's how they're going to invade us, through the Eurotunnel. Because we ain't got the defence of the choppy channel no more.
Maybe there's like, everyone knows that anyway.
What do you mean?
Like the intelligence community, the Illuminati.
So they've got like
a...
Yeah.
They've got like, they just fill it in one day.
Yeah.
One button. No more choppy channel's back.
Resurrected it. Brought it back from the waves. So yeah, eventually the choppy channel subsides, and 2 days after the Battle of Stamford Bridge, William the Conqueror lands in England. He lands at Pevensey Bay. He's treading carefully at first, right? So the Duke orders his ships anchored together, and then he conducted an extensive reconnaissance and expanded on an old Roman fortification near Pevensey.
Nice.
Yeah, bro. But William grew bolder with time and sent a force of his knights to demand the surrender of nearby Hastings.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. And the locals could have raised a force of about 1,200, but chose not to and just surrendered the city.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I bet people from Hastings probably think they're hard as fuck. Like, Battle of Hastings, boy. Hastings, Chavez, fuck you, you pussies. You fucking folded to a French cunt.
Yeah, folded straight away.
Straight away.
Like, oh, there's only 1,200 of us.
Yeah.
Let's just go home.
Yeah. Oh, we
Play
are
a bit
right.
of FIFA.
Give them the yeah, play a bit of FIFA. Give the French the city. September 29th, so 2 days after he lands and fucks up Hastings a bit. Having just fought a major engagement, bruv, Harold has no choices. He's trying to celebrate with the boys, bruv. Celebrate, live it up. He just ended the Viking Age, bruv. But he's got no choice but to turn his army round again and head south.
So these are some of the sweatiest soldiers you've ever met in your life.
They're knackered, bruv.
They're fucked.
They just fought a berserker on a bridge.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's in shit they need to see.
Yeah.
It's an actual fucking Shrek 2 coming out there. Beating your mates with your mates.
Actually living on a bridge, swinging chavies above his head and shit.
That's it.
They fucked it. So they've now got a march, bruv. September 29th, 2 days after he lands, that's when Harold finds out. So it takes him a while to even find out, yeah. And he's celebrating, and he's informed of this disconcerting surprise attack. He's not overly confident in his chances, but he says fuck it, and he gathers his elite huscarls and sent orders off to his brother, Leofwin.
Nice.
Yo, bro, I need dudes. Gondor is calling for aid, motherfucker. Rohan's going to answer. For an assembly of troops in London, and then he sped back south as swiftly as he'd come north, bruv.
Yeah.
As swiftly. Probably not, because it's like October 6th that Harold arrives in London. But William, he knows Harold's just had a victory up north, right? And he knows Godwinson's on his way back down to fuck with his invasion. And he senses an opening he thinks he can exploit. The Duke began torching the estates of Harold and his vassals in Sussex and Kent to force the king into an unwise clash.
He's trying to drag him out with a small group.
Because he knows he's weak. He knows he's fucked up. And he's trying to amass more forces. So he's like, burn a couple of villages, a little bit of pillaging, piss him off a little bit. To further decrease Harold's reputation, the Normans also concocted propaganda that Godwinson had personally decapitated his brother Tostig.
Oh shit.
Decapitated the corpse in an act of fratricide on Stamford Bridge.
Oh shit, they're just bullshitting.
Yeah, that's a good little propaganda
it's a
one.
horrible one, but that's some like as propaganda goes.
Yeah,
It's a pretty good idea.
It's a pretty good one, isn't it?
Makes him sound like a cunt.
Proper medieval propaganda. They're saying he Cain enabled that shit, and how religious and pious these chappies are. You know what I mean?
Fully 1,000 out.
Yeah.
Year 1,000, bro.
Yeah, that's it. Jesus was only a fucking Will Smith album ago. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not that far, bruv. October 11th. On this day, Harold forces his troops to hastily leave London with what, by all accounts, can only be called a motley army, especially compared to the force he had knocking about on his way to Stamford.
He's lost all his stragglers on the way back.
That's it.
And now some birds local now. Just sneaking off in the night.
Yeah, that's it. They're a lot closer to home. They're
just
off.
Getting bandy,
Yeah. He's only got probably the loyal geezers. Not only that, after a battle at like Stamford Bridge, I bet he's only got his reinforcements left.
Truth, they don't even like him. Don't know if they're getting paid or not.
Well, no, he's got his huscarls and shit, but what I'm saying is like in the battle sense, like you send your boys in, and usually you have some spare to send reinforcements. He's already done that once, so I reckon he's only just got that last bulk shitty bit left. Do you know what I mean? Even with his good uns there. Its core of the army was his veteran huscarls that I mentioned. They had fought alongside him at Stamford Bridge, supplemented by Thanes recruited in London, as well as Feardmen from Oxfordshire, Kent, and other parts of southern England.
Proper England in it up, boy.
Oh yeah, bunch of our ancestors.
But Skyrim as well.
Well, go on.
Like the Jarl and his housecarl.
Yeah.
Good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty damn fucking good. So from there, October 13th, after marching around 50 miles to the south through England's great Andrewsweald Forest. Is that still about now? Andrewsweald Forest?
I don't know, man. Definitely, it's probably called something else.
I reckon it'll be
It's been 1,000 years.
It has been 1,000 years, isn't it? It's probably a motorway now.
Yeah,
It's probably the
definitely-
A1.
Yeah, that's where they started. They're like, let's try and wreck the best forest.
I would love to see an ancient English forest.
Yeah, boy.
Mythical as shit, I bet, bro.
Big old white stags and that.
Yeah.
Like fucking, like snowflakes for antlers.
Looking for sprites and shit, bro.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
Pokemon.
mean? Pokemon everywhere.
Leprechauns.
Yeah, bro.
Pigs. It's all
No, you don't
going
want to
on.
come across them. You don't want to come across them. Down here, oh no, it wasn't Jutes, that's the Saxon invasion. But you just don't want to come across them, bro.
They're alright, bro. They're like elves. Wood elves.
Sort of. We spoke about them before. They're just too blue for me, bro.
Yeah.
This is some
Full on
Arthur
like
shit.
the nutter.
Yeah, that's what I just think they're nutters.
Like
That's why
goblins.
You don't want to come across them in the forest. Maybe a halfling would be alright.
It'd be good for XP though.
It would be great for XP, bro.
Picks come out, got 3 picks, you're like, oh fuck, I don't know if I can handle this, take all your potions, cha, cha, cha.
Yeah, running backwards,
Yeah.
restoring yourself, do you know what I mean? Hitting the restoration
Exactly.
spell. Alright, fair. So, they march through this forest, and Harold Godwinson reaches a vantage point on Coldbeck Hill. On its summit was a greyish apple tree, which had been agreed as the meeting point for Saxon forces arriving late to the battle. Moreover, as the point was located nearby a fork in the road from Hastings and the Roman road, William's army would have to pass by if it was to move beyond the Pevensey beachhead. So
Yeah, okay.
he sat on a hill overlooking the
Yeah, it says
road.
no matter, yeah, you got to
Yeah.
come this way.
Yeah, that's it.
Nice, good spot.
Good spot, bruv, Harold. Good spot. He's no slack, bruv. He's just
Yeah,
taking
he
out
is,
Hardrada.
It's just ruined Vikings for the rest of the
Do
time.
you know what I mean? Like, literally, one dude who has the greatest Viking story out of all of them. I know Ragnarok and all that shit.
Yeah,
Man's a bit of a myth.
yeah, that's it.
Do you know what I mean? Harold Hardrada was real.
Yeah,
And he was the real bad man Viking.
real recognised real.
Real recognised real.
And he's real familiar.
Oh, real, bro. And Godwinson took this motherfucker out.
Yeah,
So he knows what he's up to, bro. Soon after arriving at the hill, Harold's forces were detected by a group of Norman outriders, who swiftly went back to Hastings and informed the Duke of the enemy's presence.
shit, it's on.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong time, boys.
It's only 8 miles away as well, Hastings, from this point.
Yeah,
So it wasn't far for him to get. Itching for a chance to meet the Saxon king on the open field, but still remaining careful, William recalled all of his foragers and the entire camp stand at arms all night, just in case Harold and the boys come a knocking, bro.
no shit.
Shut the camp down. But really, the Anglo-Saxons just cotched after fucking marching 50 miles, bro. They just chilled that night. But then we get to our date in history. Yesterday, bro. 14th of October, 1066. At daybreak, a Norman reconnaissance vanguard spotted the various banners of Harold's army flying atop Coldbeck Hill.
Nice, they're on their way.
They're on their way. Behind them, they witnessed the part of the English army still streaming out of the Andrew to unite with their king.
Oh, nice.
So they're watching Saxon's armies piling up, bro. Realising that Harold still wasn't really ready for a fight, these scouts reported the news back to their duke. By the time the Norman units started reaching Telham Hill, both rulers were aware of the other's presence.
Yeah,
So
they're like, it's here. They're just one hill away.
That's it.
Here, it's go time. What's the plan?
Start pumping up the boys.
Yeah, that's it.
He's giving the Theoden death speech.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Someone's.
up in.
That's
Just
it.
put your extra layer on.
That's it.
Don't forget your neck guards.
Someone's banging a drum. You know what I mean?
Body check.
Someone's getting in someone's face, fucking screaming
Yeah.
at him and shit.
Yeah, it's like a fucking NFL locker room.
Yeah, that's
They're
it.
getting their armour on, headbutting each
Yeah,
other.
they're slapping each other around the fucking steel helmet and shit. Do you know what I mean?
That's it.
Both armies are doing that. Maybe not the
Look at that
Norman.
smelling salts.
They just had like a really shitty sack. Just smelled awful.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
someone's nut cloth.
Yeah. Well, what is that shit? It's just like, what's the
Ammonia.
Piss? Yeah. So someone just had an old pissy rag.
Yeah, just filtered out their piss.
Yeah.
To the pissiest bit. Smell each other's dirty
Just
piss
passing
rag.
this piss rag up and down the line, bruv. They were definitely doing that.
Yeah.
Atop the slopes, William had his troops stopped to don their armour and take a rest before the clash begins. Harold drew up his 8,000 troops on the top of the ridge, which cut across the part of the Roman road. His centre mostly consisted of about 1,000 or so heavily armed, solidly armoured, and highly trained Huscarls, supported by 6,500 field militia, spread between both left and right flanks.
Nice.
To shore up the strength of these weaker troops, the king interspeared smaller units of Huscarls amongst them.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
So
clever.
every 10 players, not just keep them all behind.
Yeah, that's it. Just have a couple. Here's a good one. Stick a good one here. You know what I mean? A couple of nuggets of gold
Yeah.
in his piles of shit. The remaining 500 were drawn from the county militias of Kent and Sussex. That's our boys representing. All of these soldiers formed a defensive shield wall at the command of their king, who positioned himself at the centre of the shield wall.
Nice.
Smart chat, mate.
Good man.
Yeah. It was clear to both commanders that the area's density of vegetation and wooded nature would render any flank attack useless. So William sent his ranged units, archers and crossbowmen, forward in an attempt to prevent Harold seizing the ridge. So Harold's trying to get this ridge, walking up, the bowmen come in. These skilled marksmen spooked the inexperienced English spearmen and prompted a few defections, but they failed to prevent their enemy's line forming. So Harold gets the ridge, bruv.
Yeah.
William Conquer's archers come up. Pew, 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 pew. A couple of Saxon boys piss it. They're the Sussex ones, not the Kent ones. And they fucking
leg it,
bruv.
little fucking floozies.
Proper floozies, bruv. But we get that ridge. Descending from Telham Hill, William the Conqueror sends 7,500 strong army fan out at the bottom of the slope and drew up opposite and below the well-positioned Anglo-Saxon forces. This 7,500 was made up of about 4,000 heavy infantry, 1,500 ranged troops, and 2,000 heavy Norman knights. Now, this is one of the big difference of Normans, and this is some
I
big
can't
tech.
remember the last numbers.
So,
You did the other guy earlier, didn't you?
yeah. This is one of the big difference between the Normans and not even numbers, Normans and the Saxons at this time. The Saxons were, as I said earlier about the shield wall, right? They didn't use cavalry in war.
All infantry.
Yeah, if you were on a horse because you're noble and shit, and you wanted to have a bit of a scrap, Saxon warfare, they'd get off their horse
Oh shit.
and then join in on the scrap.
Yeah.
The Normans were the first Euros to be like, no, we fucking battle won the pony.
Oh nice.
We're centaurs, motherfuckers. So that's one of the key things which really helped out William the Conqueror at the Battle of Hastings, was this tech of fucking horses and ponies, bruv.
Nice. Another pony victory.
Another pony victory, bruv. So
This is where the classic manoeuvre starts, isn't it?
what's that? The fatal
They
retreat.
bait 'em.
Yeah. This is this battle. That's right. This is this battle. So 8 a.m. the largest non-Norman contingent, because he's not just got Normans with him. He's got a few like other French states and that. The Bretons under Alan Rufus wheeled left and took up a position on the western end of the valley floor. The Duke of Normandy himself, along with his friends, companions, and hardened Normans troop, manned the centre. To their eastern flank was William's smallest division, comprising retinues from Flanders, Picardy, and all the other French cunts. Each of these three divisions was deployed with archers and crossbowmen in the first line, mail-clad footmen in the second, and mounted knights in the third.
Nice.
Laid it up nice, bro.
Yeah.
9 a.m.
Going on.
We got a nice little flashback to another episode. This is like seeing Robert Downey Jr. in the Spider-Man movies, bro. Do you remember our Jesters and Jokers episode with the lads from Stuff and Things?
Oh yeah.
And we spoke about Talifer, the jester from the Battle of Hastings. So around about 9 a.m, some writers describe how a jester known as Talifer rode in front of Duke William and started regaling him with the Song of Roland, which is an epic poem from the eponymous Frankish hero. So this jester starts singing praises to William.
Nice.
When this enigmatic troubadour-like adventurer was then granted permission to strike the first blow against the English.
Sick.
So he piped him up so bad, William was like, go slap them boys up if you want, bro.
Yeah.
And from this, Talifer is said to have galloped towards the Anglo-Saxons army, juggling swords.
What a fucking gangster, man. It's cool as fuck.
A couple of English chavvies ran out at him because they're a bit insulted, and he fucking kills two of them. No, he kills one of them. And after they kill that one, a bunch of more English guys get pissed and more charge at him. He kills another one of them before they all eventually kill him.
Sick.
It is sick until you realise that it wasn't like horses on horses. These were guys on feet running it. This jester on a horse.
Oh yeah, fuck.
And he's just juggling up there like 1, haha, 2, haha.
That's funny
Oh
as
shit,
fuck.
they got me, and then they drag him off.
They grab the bridle or whatever.
Yeah, that's it.
Fuck.
I mean, it is still pretty cool, but it's also
It's funny as fuck.
pretty pompous, bruv.
Skyrim as fuck, bro.
Yeah, bruv.
If you could if it had the graphics,
Yeah,
the
juggle.
capabilities, they would be in there.
That's what the Bard's College should have been. So you should have got something like skill to be able to do shit like that. You know what I mean?
That's true.
And it like knocks down their like, I don't know, like their attack gets a minus or something because they're intimidated.
Or it's
bruv.
like a speech check,
Yeah.
and if you lose it, you go into this pre-programmed like training, like fucking juggling swords act,
Yeah,
like the finisher.
yeah,
Where it goes out screen anyway. You're not in control anymore.
yeah.
Just
There you
does
go.
that.
It needs to do something like that.
Perfect.
So after Taliford falls, apparently there's a deafening cacophony of Norman trumpets sounded from William's battle line, and in their wake come the day's very first attack.
Nice.
So the death of Talifer caused the first big attack, bruv. 1,500 archers and crossbowmen advanced to the foot of Harold's Ridge and let loose a storm of projectiles aimed directly at the Anglo-Saxon line. This uphill volley, though, sucked.
Yeah, so I was losing speed in that.
Yeah, falling back down on them probably and shit, bruv. You'd be pissed. But yeah, it's shit. They're trying to shoot uphill, bruv. It doesn't have any significant impact, and the skirmishers missiles just either miss completely or just like they strike the shields. So with Harold Godwinson's tightly packed English army virtually untouched by the bombardment, Williams decides to head his heavy foot brigade into the battle.
Nice.
They head up the ridge slowly, beset through the entire climb by a constant barrage of javelins,
Ooh.
Danish
Downhill
throwing
javelins, bro.
hatchets, yeah,
Oh, and hatchets.
stones,
Fuck all that.
and just like even random planks of wood we were throwing down the hill at them. Just random bits of scrap, just lobbing at them while they're trying to climb up this hill.
Mad.
Innit? Can you imagine trying to march up a hill,
Shit.
bruv, and just a 2x4 coming down at you, taking you out on the big
Picnic
battle?
table.
Fucking wheelie bin coming down. Oh, fuck. That's what we got to start using when the big boog happens, bruv. Just casting wheelie bins at people.
That's it. Just get up on a hill. I'll come and get it. It's like Donkey Kong now. I've got some barrels.
Throughout the first 30 minutes, upon reaching melee range, the first Norman line was stabbed and cleaved asunder in its dozens of men, but nevertheless, they grimly pushed on, bruv.
Nice.
Throughout the 30 minutes of grueling
Tough it out.
hand-to-hand fighting, increasingly desperate Norman soldiers yelled their war cry of adieu, adieu, while they was fighting. Assist us, God.
Oh.
As their verbal riposte, whenever the defenders managed to run through and throw back a particularly ambitious Norman soldier, this is fucking great, by the way, Anglo-Saxon soldiers would definitely shout, this is fucking beautiful, for especially the state of like English politics nowadays, they would shout, out, out, out. So even back in the day,
It was
bro,
like proper football firm.
we were football.
Banger out!
We were trying to treat the Normans like modern day immigrants, bro. Do you know what I mean? Just giving them the old football.
All
hooligan
football
chant.
managers, yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking. It's nice to know that ignorant shouting goes all the way back then, bruv.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's just like in the genes.
Isn't it? It's my favourite English tradition. Just the way in unison we'll pick up a
Chanted.
shitty rhythm and chant. Not even sing, just chant together.
Yeah.
It's fucking great, bruv. A little
The
bit gay,
more shit,
but a little bit
the
awesome.
better.
What's that? Yeah,
The more shit, the better. Like, he's got an hat. He's wearing a hat.
Yeah.
Everyone just starts going.
I was up
I
London
got
last
football
night
goals.
at a train station, and a bunch of pissed up lads were doing it. I can't remember what it was, but they were basically singing "He's wearing a bucket hat."
Yeah.
I can't remember what they were fucking tune they were doing.
I channeled that from like the geezer gods.
Yeah, there you go. He's only got a bucket hat on, a bucket hat on, something like that. You know what I mean? And it worked, and they were all singing it. And I wasn't drunk on the platform, but I was going.
It's one of the lowest common denominator things. It's like so harmless.
Yeah,
So like easy to relate and get involved with.
yeah, that's
It's
it.
like the perfect thing.
It's amazing. Even back at the Battle of Hastings, we were doing it. Much like the missile attack before it, William's infantry charge began ingloriously fizzling out after around half an hour, and this left the Duke with only one option, bruv. At signal, 2,000 of the most heavy, lethal cavalry in Europe followed the banners and pennants of their lords up the slope in the support of their infantry. So the knights are coming in, bruv.
Yeah.
The knights are charging in. Unfortunately for them, because the withering climb up Senlac Ridge affected horses bearing... So these horses were carrying 250 pounds, bruv.
Oh, fuck.
250 pounds. They couldn't make the hill.
That's like your average American.
So, yeah, these horses were putting up full-on yanks up the fucking hill.
Yeah.
They couldn't really last the ridge, right? And when they got there, the impact against Harold's shields was shit.
Yeah.
The Harold's boys didn't budge.
Trying to bump an uphill shield, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, I feel sorry for him.
It was dumb as shit, right? Already hindered by the harsh uphill slog and kept out by Harold's tightly locked infantry formation, the situation of William's troops was made even worse by the sheer lethality of Anglo-Saxons' arms. So what would happen was when a Norman soldier got too close, the shield wall would open for a moment, only for a housecarl to burst forth and swing his two-handed axe at the victim.
Yes.
So they're
Halibut.
the police still do use that tactic nowadays.
Yeah.
Exactly that tactic.
Break
in their riot
open
shield.
the riot.
Yeah.
And then drag someone in.
Drag someone in and then close it off.
Mm.
Yeah, it's the exact same tactic, bruv. They use it nowadays, and Harold was using it like a G back then. It was reported that a single powerful swing of the fearsome implement could cut through both a horse and its armoured rider like a hot knife through butter.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, bruv. It wasn't too long before the stubborn tactics began having an impact. On his left, William's roughly handled Bretons simply couldn't take any more punishment from the Anglo-Saxon housecarls. Peasant foot soldiers and noble horsemen alike turned from their English tormentors and began hastily bounding back down the slope in a headlong retreat.
Nice.
Disobeying their monarch's express orders to hold fast, triumphant Anglo-Saxon feared men on Harold's right pursued their adversaries down the hill.
That's what you want,
Chase them down.
bro.
You want them to stick up, be disciplined, stay up on the hill,
But
bruv.
if you're trying to get them, you want to drag them down the hill.
So yeah, a bunch of geezers didn't listen and they chased the Normans down the hill. But they do kill many fleeing enemy soldiers, but it does render them open to an attack. So this is why you don't want them doing it really,
Spread
bro.
out.
That's it. Here's the thing.
That's what I thought the old tactic was, though. You're dragging them down the hill.
No, so
false
this
retreats.
is the opposite. This is what I'm saying. Right? That hasn't happened yet.
Oh, does this give them the idea, though?
This is that. It's William who does this. At the moment, William's tried getting up the hill. It was shit. Henry's at the top of the hill. William's boys start retreating. Yeah. And Henry's boys chase them, and kill a bunch of them, and they're not meant to chase them yet. From here, actually no, it is pretty much actually exactly how you said, but no, fuck it is right actually, yeah, exactly that. But I don't know if that was the plan yet.
Yeah, so maybe they
Copped it and figured it out and went, oh, actually, hold up. Because on their retreat, they got slaughtered. That's the thing on this one. It was like a big slaughter on the retreat.
Okay,
it wasn't a good retreat for them.
No shit.
Yeah. To the point where, like...
You wouldn't think they'd try it again.
No, yeah, that's it. So because it ends up actually exposing William's centre to an attack from its flank. And so then all the Normans... This is when all the Normans retreat. So a bunch of them marched up. It wasn't just the cavalry. Because he sent the infantry up, hasn't he?
Yeah, because he's like they're backed up.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a good retreat if you're sending the infantry up.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
It's not fast enough,
Yeah. So after the Breton boys started fleeing, then the Norman cavalry started retreating.
Okay.
So it wasn't quite exactly that tactic yet, I don't think. But here's the thing. Harold's brother, Leofwin, who I mentioned earlier, and they've got another brother called Girth, they end up charging forward to support their boys who fucking scraggled and ran forward. And it was a success for the Saxons doing that. But here's the thing, in that success, both those geezers were killed.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but it was a success tactically.
Yeah.
Probably not personally for Harold.
Yeah.
With little to show for the deaths of these valuable two leaders, the Anglo-Saxons' main forces did not push any further and left the onrushers to their fate. So Harold's main force stayed back and was just like, you guys want to fucking charge?
Yeah.
Go for it, you fucking idiots.
Yeah, sure, we're good. Yeah, we'll do what we're told.
Yeah. Understanding the incredible danger of this moment, William and his fellow commanders acted quickly and decisively. To quell a venomous rumour that the Duke had been killed in the fighting, William removed his nasal guard helmet without hesitation so that every one of his nearby soldiers could see him.
Nice.
This is even in the bow tapestry. It shows Eustace of Boulogne pointing to the Duke in what seems to be panic, trying to desperately show the troops that the Duke is still alive.
Ah, nice.
He's there,
Don't
boys.
retreat, he's right there. We need a shield wall around him.
He's there, boys. In the
Put
rear.
his fucking helmet on.
Put your fucking helmet back on, you cunt. What's he doing, the mad bastard? In the rear, William's half-brother, Bishop Odo, also managed to rally a good portion of the routed Normans left and turn them back to the battlefield.
That's old Rochester Castle chavvy, isn't it, Bishop Odo?
Bishop Odo, yeah,
He's a bad boy.
Yeah, there is a Bishop Odo. Yeah, you're right. We spoke about him before, didn't we?
Yeah.
At the same time, the Duke of Normandy took several hundred elite knights from the centre and launched an attack against the disorganised fieldmen on near flat ground. Perfect cavalry fucking ground. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, he pretty much did. It is pretty much that first attack, like you said, like you said, that tactic one. But I don't think this first one was planned.
Yeah.
Because later on, I'll get to it then. Harold looks on unmoved at this, but obviously he's pissed off. William's heavily armoured horsemen crashed into and obliterated the disorderly English militiamen with ease.
Yeah.
So this happening actually reversed the Normans' position, because before it was looking bad for the Normans, but now it's starting to look good for the Normans because they just smashed all those charging boys. Around 2 p.m, because of this awesome hyped up little charge that happened there, the first stage of the Battle of Hastings comes to an end after that little skirmish.
Okay.
And they have a little they have a lunch break. This is one of those
So a cricket match.
Yeah.
Stop for tea.
Stop for tea, stop for jam sandwiches, bruv. And the Battle of Hastings is a weird one, because back then the Stamford Bridge was only a few hours. This is an all-day event, bruv.
Yeah.
This is a bring your picnic and watch one.
Yeah. Thousands and thousands of dudes.
Yeah, there's big numbers in this. After several hours, both sides had suffered considerable losses, resulting in a lull during which each army took a breather and readied themselves for further fighting.
Nice.
Harold could afford to draw the battle out, but Williams needed to win a decisive victory or he was finished. Here's the thing, the Norman leaders had picked up on the weakness in Harold's army in that charge, just like you said, bruv. They figured out that if they kept doing what just happened, then they would slowly thin out the ranks of Harold's army.
Yeah.
And then they could do that same charge they tried initially, but after they thinned out the ranks a bit, because they realised that the cavalry charging back got away, whereas that main infantry got fucked up.
Some mathematician got it
involved. That's it. He was like, so if we just send the cavalry up, they can run back fast enough. We keep doing that until we can afford to send the infantry boys up.
Yeah.
And I'm sure William went, fuck, I should have thought of that from the beginning. Fuck's sake, bruv.
Never played chess, you diff.
Clearly not. He's a fucking idiot, bruv.
Got a set little trappies.
So they got to get Harold off this ridge before nightfall, otherwise they're fucked as well. Because this ridge is really solid for them. A brutal melee once again developed across the entire front, but this time the Normans were prepared. After a short while of heavy punishment, they once more turned and began to flee back down the field. But this time it was feigned at William's order. Although this is a controversial, much debated aspect of the Battle of Hastings, it is likely that the lesser trained fieldmen and even some Hussars were just waiting for the Normans to run again, they reckon. I don't reckon. I reckon it's the tactic. Yeah. I reckon the tactic is legit, bruv.
Yeah.
So the Normans would flee, the warriors would give chase, and their eagerness, however, would also prove to be their downfall. They'd be drawn out, they'd be vulnerable, and the English contingent on the side of the field who fell for it were helpless when Norman cavalry would just fucking decimate them.
Yeah.
Scores of Anglo-Saxon troops were cut down in these small-scale tricks. So this happened, these little feigned retreats. So they had that one which happened possibly by accident, air quotations, we're not sure, before 2 p.m. After that, the rest of the battle, the whole day was just that.
Yeah.
They did it all afternoon. They went, that one worked all right. Fucking cheese master that move.
It's button mashing out there.
Yeah, proper button mashing, bruv. So with all of this happening throughout then frontline fighting started happening on Senlac Ridge. William's assault had gradually thinned out the ranks of Harold's better trained, well armed Huscarls. Many of the local Saxons, Thanes, who had accompanied their king to the battlefield, also lay dead on the field. Their positions filled by fieldmen who were far from the equal to them in warfare.
Yeah.
And so now for Duke William, this is the moment. His knees weak, mum's spaghetti. This is his moment, bruv. He orders the Norman archers forward to loose a short, sharp barrage of projectiles about the heads of their own soldiers and into the English ranks from a high trajectory. So firing over his boys' heads, risky.
Yeah.
Whereas at the beginning of the battle, Harold's...
Captain Kirk shit.
It is some Captain Kirk shit. William's really trying it now. Whereas at the beginning of the battle, Harold's ranks had been fronted by well-trained men. Now, it's the feared men, like we mentioned a second ago, replacing them. And they're unable to shield themselves as effectively, and they're actually smashed by this.
Yeah.
So he really did do his fucking tactics in the first half of the battle in Uno reverse.
Yeah.
You know what
Draw
I mean?
them out and then smash it up and then put it in replay.
Yeah, he's got it the wrong way order, William. Should have figured it out. When the Norman cavalry led by...
But you did the first way to convince him of the second way.
Oh, you're saying the whole thing was one
The
big
whole
bait
thing
and
was
switch.
one genius move.
Oh, yeah, fair. Yeah, fair. When the Norman cavalry led by William subsequently charged up the Senlac slope, this time it achieved a breakthrough, punching through a large section of the devastated Anglo-Saxon line. Suddenly noticing Harold fighting nearby, the Duke ordered Eustace of Boulogne to assault the enemy leader. During the confusion and shock of the assault, Harold was shot in the eye by an arrow and then cut to pieces by Norman knights.
Oh, pieces. They
Pieces.
didn't put that in the tapestry.
Some people think that might not even be Harold with the arrow in his eye in the
Yeah, because
tapestry.
there's a couple of dudes with arrows in their eyes, isn't there?
Yeah,
And there's a couple of dudes named Harold.
but that one, I'm pretty sure it does say Harold Rex above it, so
Yeah.
it would make sense that that's him getting an arrow in the eye. The king's death finally collapses whatever remained of the Anglo-Saxon morale. The militiamen who remained alive began withdrawing towards the relative safety of Androswald Forest. Norman cavalry were able to wrap around the English flank and roll up its remaining soldiers. Not in a carpet like the Mongols, but I kind of wish they did. Although the feared fled for their lives, the remaining Huscarls, Thanes and Harold's personal bodyguard gave their lives protecting the late king's body.
Nice.
Lads.
Gangster move.
Innit? Protect the king's body, bruv. They're going to fucking put twigs up his arse.
Yeah,
Stop
they're
him.
going to drag him through the street.
Stop him,
They're
bruv.
going to take his wig off.
Duke William's gamble of engaging the Godwinson army as soon as possible had paid dividends many times over. Anglo-Saxon strength was utterly shattered, but William, who could now appropriately be called the Conqueror, did not immediately advance to claim the English throne.
Nice.
Yeah, what he did was he returned to his Norman camp in Hastings and then waited for the arrival of an Anglo-Saxon surrender delegation,
Oh, sick.
but those dudes never turned up. So throughout the subsequent months, William advanced north and just devastated the countryside.
Just fucking looking for him.
Just fucking looting and burning shit.
Cunts.
And the whole time he would circle London.
Nice. Dance around until someone comes out.
Yeah, so he was just burning the fucking countryside around London.
Nice.
He was wary of accepting the crown of England immediately because of the sheer amount of resistance that was still needed to be quelled. He was persuaded by defecting Anglo-Saxon magnates in his own army, though. So other Anglo-Saxons ended up joining him. Yeah, and they persuaded him to on Christmas Day, 1066, 25th of December, after a 350-mile round trip from Hastings to London. So that's how long he marched, burning shit. Real
big
long
loop, 350-mile loop.
That's
big
it.
hook.
Until Christmas Day, where it was his coronation, and William accepted the crown of England at Westminster Cathedral.
Nice. That's pretty new at that time as well.
Yeah,
Right?
and that's the Norman conquest, bruv, which ended the Anglo-Saxon era in England. The Viking Age started the Norman era. That's when castles started being built in England. He was the first chavvy to bring castles over here.
Shit.
Yeah, because it's Norman
Yeah.
invented the castle. So yeah, that's the first time we started getting castles knocking about, real knights, chivalry, and jesters, bruv.
Yeah, boy, that jester juggling fucking swords.
As lame as French are, thanks for the Renaissance fucking fairs, bruv.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
Wouldn't have a decent medieval video game or movie without them. Castles, knights, jesters.
Yeah, even like fucking half gay Vikings.
Yeah. Armoured
all
up
there.
Vikings. You know what I mean?
Hillbillies.
Yeah.
They're originally French.
Yeah. Creole. But yeah, that's the Battle of Hastings, bruv. Short episode this week.
It's pretty short.
An hour and 10.
It's about the same as some others we've done.
Yeah.
It is 'cause it's just dense.
Yeah.
It's like there's just
It's just one battle.
we've already done the prelude as well.
Yeah.
It's nice or easy listening.
Short sequel.
Yeah.
Good birthday,
Doubled
sir.
up. It's like an hour and
Yeah, there you go.
a
Probably more than that, bruv.
Yeah, no, definitely. The other one's not only 20 minutes long.
Yeah, Hardrada was a long old episode,
Yeah.
bruv.
So it makes up for it.
Yeah.
We've already done it.
But yeah, that, bruv. That's the Battle of Hastings, guys.
Yeah, boy, and on Cliff Richard's birthday.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So if you feel like donning your armour, getting on your horse, and going and give Cliff Richard a visit, maybe
Yeah.
reenacting the Battle of Hastings with him. Don't let him.
Cliff Richard's knighted as well.
He is.
So he's actually. There must be some sort of chivalry law where you're allowed to sword fight him.
Yeah, exactly. Make sure you don't let him delete his hard drive, and you
Yeah.
get that shit.
That's it.
I want you to go challenge Sir Cliff to a duel, Hastings style, on his birthday. Get his hard drive for us, because
Yeah.
I'm
That's
suspect
it. You've
of
got a
that
year
guy.
to train now.
Yeah.
'Cause we're a day late releasing it.
Yeah.
So a year to train by the sword, get your armour together.
Yep.
And then we're all going to go and challenge
Cliff Richard
Cliff
on his
Richard
birthday.
on his birthday for his knighthood.
Yeah. No, not
And
for his
his
night,
hard
for his
drive.
hard drive. Yeah. Because we're catching him this time.